T-shirt and knee brace.
What up, what up, what up, ladies and gents, boys and girls? You are now tuned in to a brand new video of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. I am your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own, Dre Day. What's up, what's up, what's up? Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, it's right there on the bottom of the screen. Subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification bell so that way once a video is uploaded, you will get a notification letting you know that I dropped a new video. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. This video here, in the words of the late, great Earl Simmons, a.k.a. Dark Man X. Here we go again. Same old shit, dog. Just a different day. Here we go again. Glazing is at an all-time high. It's very much at an all-time high. Indiana Fever star Caitlyn Clark has been rewarded the NBA 2K27 cover, the gold edition, okay? Not the standard edition, not the ultra edition, the gold, the global edition. What's so crazy is, and I'm me personally, listen, contrary to what people are going to think, had this been any other year, let's fast forward to next year. If they wanted to put her on the cover next year, I would have been okay with it. Hell, you could have threw Olivia because she might get the nod for next year. Kelsey Mitchell might get the nod for next year. If she would have been on it for next year, I would have been okay with it. The reason why I'm not okay with it for this year is because it's the 30th anniversary of the league. Don't you think that the proper thing to do was to put a legend on the cover? Now, I get it. The production and stuff, it basically catapults through springtime. And then July, they announced it to the public, which they did earlier today. They announced that Caitlyn Clark was on the cover. Victor Wembanyama is on a cover, and Derrick Rose is on a cover. So who knows? Maybe they wanted this to be the losers edition, because all three people that's on the cover, their respective covers is losers. And again, Wemby, my boy, Spurs fan, that's my young boy. But gotta call it a spade a spade. He a loser. You lost 4 games to 1 in the finals. Derrick Rose, love him. Not gonna say one of the greats in the WNBA because his career was cut short due to injury. Yeah, he got his 1 MVP, but he's still a loser. And then obviously we know Caitlyn Clark, she's never won. She's never won anything. High school, college, WNBA. So who knows? Maybe this is the losers edition. But again, for me, for my liking, and I'm almost certain there's going to be people out there that agree with me, this year should have been the year that you did a WNBA Legends edition where you have legends on the cover, right? Listen, Candace Parker was the first the first WNBA player to be on the cover. Then they followed it up with Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi. Then they followed it up with my girl Sabrina Ionescu. Then they followed it up with Asia Wilson. Then they followed it up with Angel Reese last year. And now this year, Caitlyn Clark. This should have been the year where legends should have been on, because that's what we're celebrating. We're celebrating the 30th year anniversary, right? Lisaleslie couldn't get no love. Sherylswoopes couldn't get no love. Mayamoore couldn't get no love. Cynthiacooper couldn't get no love. Like, I'm thinking of a player from each position, a guard, a forward, and a center. So I gave you 4 names, right? You pick your 3 that you want to be on there, right? Being that you did 2 with Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird. Again, had this been any other year, like next year, I would be okay with it. But for this year, this should have been for a legend, a WNBA legend, right? And then let's get to the realness of it. Usually when players get on these covers, they accomplish something, right? Or they had a miraculous season and then somehow they got on the cover. Whether it's 2K, whether it's Madden, whether it's MLB, you had to produce in a certain way the year prior in order for you to get on this cover. Caitlyn Clark didn't do anything last year. Remember, she only played 13 games, right? So, this is the issue that I had when they tried to put her in the top 10 before the season started. It's like, how can you put her in the top 10 when she only played 13 games? So what you're telling me is that her 13 games was more impactful than Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston. I'm using them as an example because they were teammates of hers and they were ranked lower than her, right? So she only played 13 games. So how should she be rewarded with this cover? But then, like I said, it goes back to the constant pandering. It goes to the constant glazing. And this is what the WNBA and obviously now NBA with Adam Silver, this is what they've been doing since she's arrived in the league. I thought about this at work. I'm mopping up my exam rooms while I'm working. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there saying to myself, I've never seen a player in any sport get this type of glazing. Not even LeBron when he came in the league. So we talking 2003. Not even he got this level of glazing. But Caitlyn Clark, it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing for someone to get this type of glazing when they've never won. Now, if she would have won a couple of national championships, I stand down. If she would have won a WNBA championship, hell, at least get an MVP, I stand down. But trust me, this year, they're going to try everything in their power to get her an MVP. Trust me. Indiana right now, I think they 17-10 or 18-10. Let Indiana be a top 2 or top 3 team come season's end. They're going to try everything in their power to get that girl an MVP. Watch, I'm telling y'all, the writing is on the wall. You just got to pay attention. Now, again, I already said, I think a legend should have been on this cover. But if there was any present player right now, if there was any present player that deserved to be on here, is this player. This player, Paige. Paige should have been on the cover. And I'll tell you why. Rookie of the year last year. She broke some records too as a rookie. She set a lot of records as a rookie. Then you fast forward to Unrivaled. She did her thing at Unrivaled as well. She upgraded her resume. She did her thing. She was very productive. She was available. So for me, if you're not going to put a WNBA legend on here, why not put Paige on the cover? This is what the cover should look like. That right there. That's what the cover should look like. But of course, you know, they got to cater. They got to coddle. They got to pamper. You know what I mean? They got to constantly glaze Caitlyn Clark. And then you wonder why it's people out there that got an issue with this. It's like they're constantly shoving her down our throat. Again, if this was next year, I stand down. You will not get no complaint out of me at all, contrary to what her worshipers think. I would have no issue with it. But this year, I felt it should have specifically went to a legend or legends because you're celebrating the 30th anniversary. So for me, this is a slap in the face to the legends. You're basically telling me you don't care about them, which is nothing new because y'all have already made it clear there's only one player that y'all seek your eyes on. There's only one person that y'all care for, and that's Caitlyn Clark. But see, me, I'm not going to be quiet about it. I'm going to voice my opinion about it. So yeah, I'm gonna be called the hater. I'm gonna be called the racist. I'm gonna wear that with a badge of honor. Because I know I'm not, but I know I'm a truth teller. I know I'm a realist too. And I know you can't be slick to a can of oil. So it is what it is. But I don't want to dive too much into this much longer. I already gave my opinion. But this is what I want y'all to do. For those of y'all that's in the comments, if you wanted to put 2 or 3 legends, on the cover, who would you want? That's what I want y'all to do in the comments. Y'all hit me in the comments and y'all tell me that. If you want to put 2 or 3 legends on the card, on the cover, tell me who. All right. So there you have it. It's a wrap for this video. Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It's right there on the bottom of the screen. Also, hit that notification bell so that way once a video is uploaded, you will get a notification letting you know I dropped a new video. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend, all that good stuff. In closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another video of Sportswear with Dre Day podcast. Catch you on the flip side. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here. Peace.